but be contented when thou shalt feel the rest. Without a fail, shall carry me away. My life hath in this line some interest, which the memorial still with thee shall stay. When thou reviewest this, thou dost review the very part was consecrated to thee.
Here to rant about stuff, as it were. The thing I am going to rant about is Bioshock. Now, Bioshock is a game on PC, Xbox, etc., etc. I recently played it, and the only way I can really rant about it is by telling you exactly the intro of the game, which, well, my experience of the intro of the game. So I start off in a plane, and the plane crashes into the water, and when it crashes, there's a big castle. So I swim over to it, and if this was me in real life, I would have simply just waited at this castle, but it being a game and all, I searched the castle. And then I find some metal pod. In real life, I would just went, oh, a metal pod, better go wait for the plane. But instead, I get into this metal pod and pull a lever. So this cart starts going down, and next thing you know, I'm plunged God knows how deep into the water, and I'm probably going to die due to the pressure of the water, but I carry on going down there. And a video is played saying about how in this world there's no God, and the more you work, the more you get, etc., etc. So I accept this, and I'm thinking, okay, this place might not be too bad. And when I get further along in the water, like under the water, there's whales and like all these cities of lights and stuff. I'm thinking, yes, this is a good place to live. I carry on, and then out of nowhere, I go from paradise underwater to hell. Christ knows how that happened, but I stop in the middle of some flickering light and a bunch of dark, and a guy with like scythes in his hand, hacking the shit out of a guy, going, no meat, goes up to my pod, starts ripping the crap out of that. I'm thinking, I've just started this game and I'm already fucking gonna die. Not to worry though, because all of a sudden this big brother, or Big Daddy, comes, and he runs off, because he's shouting, Big Daddy's here, Big Daddy's going to kill me. So I'm like, okay, whew, just got away with that one. Next thing you know, I've got a radio going off, and I've got an Irishman shouting, stick with me if you want to stay alive. So I'm like, okay, Morpheus, off we go. Away we go, and he tells me, find yourself a wrench or a pipe or something that you can hit people with, or a crowbar. I was thinking, a crowbar, yes, this would be like Half-Life, but unfortunately crowbar's probably copyrighted by Valve, thus I get myself a wrench. Then later on I find a syringe, and the Irishman goes, inject yourself with it. Okay, I've just met you, Irishman, and you're telling me to inject me with something I don't even know of. I inject myself with it. Next thing you know, I've passed out, and when I wake up, my hand is glowing blue. I'm fucked for the rest of my life, because my hand's glowing blue. And what did he tell me? The first syringe hurts a little bit, but it's nothing like a fistful of lightning. Great. I'm stuck with a lightning hand for the rest of my life. A rather easy rant for me, because it's my biggest rant I've ever done. I always end up going over and over and over this one, so it might drag a little bit. Anyway, it is the one and truly Twilight. Everybody hates it, or you love it. If you're a girl, you love it. If you're a guy, you hate it. But I went and saw it in the cinema, reluctantly. I didn't really want to see it, but my friends told me, come along. So I went, okay. I'm sitting there in the cinema, and all that's around me is a bunch of screaming little-ass girls. And my friend, who is also a girl, and also one of the guys came along. And I went to the guy, look, we're just surrounded by 12-year-old girls. And he said, oh, no, look, there's a couple over there. I looked at them and I said, they're gay. And they kissed each other. There you go. So I carry on, I start watching the film, and the first thing that comes on is some doctor walking down a corridor. And when he walks down this corridor, all big and blasé, all of the girls go, oh my God! So I'm like, okay, why are you all screaming? And I stood up in my seat and said, why are you all screaming? They all just stared at me as if I was the freak. So we carry on, and out, like, Edward comes in. Now, Edward is very kind of, oh, I love you, but stay away from me, I'm dangerous, but I love you! So this guy can't make up his mind, he's very emo, he's wearing lipstick, he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, but he knows that he loves this girl, but he knows that she wants her to stay away. So we carry on with the story, and as we carry on, he tells us he's a vampire, and we will see his true form when he goes into the light. When this came out, I thought, yes, some action. His face is going to open up like Blade or something. Like, instead, no. This is the skin of a murderer! And his skin sparkles. Fan-fucking-tastic. That is what vampires are nowadays. Sparkly skinned. So, later on in the film, there was a bit I actually liked. Yeah, I actually liked a bit of it, which was the fight. Edward has a fight with some random vampire who's trying to bite his chick, but when you watch it, it's basically Blade Trinity, but instead of concrete smashing through the floor because they're attacking each other, it's wood. So it's just splinters, really.
Yeah,
and then, Edward actually looks like he's going to do something cool. He grabs him, slams him against the wall, bites his neck, rips it out, and you think, yes! Kill the bastard, make this film great.
Finish him.
Then his family come in like, Matchbox to the rescue! Don't, Edward. You know it's the wrong thing to do. Thanks for ruining the end of the film. Oh yeah, spoiler alert for anyone who actually cares about the sodding film. Crosshire1, over and out. Rant number 3. I'm going to talk about my experiences on Skype talking to American people and me coming from Britain. Now, whenever I seem to be on Skype, I always end up getting the weirdest things said to me. Like, one time, I was asked if I could pass a message onto someone else they knew on Skype. So, for some reason, this person believes that England is small enough for everybody to know each other. That's actually correct. Yo, Queen! You want to play tennis later? Yeah, sure, why not? There it is. England is so small, we all know each other. You know anyone in England? I probably know them. They all live down the road from me. In fact, England is just one road. It's just all London. Everything is just one big London. I know Russell Brand. He lives down the road. Well, he used to live down the road until he started doing films. I knew Christian Bale as well before he became Batman and started having that weird accent and all that. Anyway, the second one was the way we pronounce things. Zebra. I had this massive argument with one of my friends about how words should be said. Zebra and zebra. Z or za. Z, zebra, or zebra. Down to you decide. Anyway, another one. I'm saving up money so I can go to Virginia so I can then get some money to go to Otakon at some point. And basically, I pulled out my savings and I had a quarter in there. I said, well, there you go. I've already got some American money. I'm well ahead of the game. And my American friend goes to me, you know that's only 25 cents. I went, no shit, Sherlock. Fucking a quarter of a dollar. A dollar is 1,000, well, not 1,000, 100. So if we half that, that's 50. If we half that again, it's a quarter. Am I of the British idiots as well? That's another thing. There's always this stereotype of British people being gay whenever I watch American TV programs. Apparently majority of the stereotypes of British people are either gay or they're very upper class. Or we've got the ones which are, oh God, I love you, but I just don't know how to say it. So that is the way we are stereotyped it. I don't think I can complain too much. I mean, the gay one's a bit of an annoying one, the posh one's a bit annoying one, but I do find it quite funny that you think England is small enough for us to all just know each other. This is Crosshire1's rant shortening down. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen.
But be contented when thou shalt feel the rest. Without a fail shall carry me away. My life hath in this land some interest, which the memorial still with thee shall stay. When thou reviewest this, thou dost review the very part was consecrated to thee.